Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Bianca Janel. I make videos on lifestyle, and today I have a hair tutorial for you guys. So I got sent the TSUYAGLA Waver Curling Iron. I was so excited to receive this. I've been wanting a waver for a while, especially like when it comes to summer. I feel like that whole mermaid, very texture type of hair is it's very much the vibe of summer. So I was excited when they sent this over. I have used it a couple of times. I can go over some tips and tricks with you guys. So let's just get into the video. So this is how it comes. Inside you'll get the waver, which I have already used a couple of times, as I said. Inside the box you'll get the instructions, you get some hair clips, you get a comb, just the basics. As I said, this is what the waver looks like. It's just nice and sleek. I love this white kind of cream color. It's just very clean looking. On the bottom you have the lock. So right now it's a lock, so that's why it is shut. So if you just unlock it, which if you have nails, I don't know how you'll do this because I have to like get my finger in there. That's the only tricky part. It's not that hard. It's just I kind of have a hard time getting my short nail in there. So just be aware that it does heat up to 390 degrees Fahrenheit. It starts off at 320, goes to 360, and then it ends at 390. I always say if you're not sure where to start with how hot the temperature should be, always start at the lowest and you can gradually build up. I believe this is a 1.5 inch dip, so that's kind of the volume of the wave you're going to get. On top you have these rubber pieces right here, so that you can kind of hold on to and clasp when you're putting your hair through the waver. Actually I didn't even turn it on, so I plugged it in but I didn't turn it on. So right there you can see you just hold on to the power button and it's going to turn on. So right now it's at 320. I know my hair can take the 390, so I'm going to just go ahead and let it heat up. I feel like it heats up even quicker when you go ahead and shut it, lock it, and just let it sit for like I think like a minute, and it heats up super quick. Okay, the very first tip I'm going to share with you guys, especially when working with a waver, you want to make sure you brush your hair. You want to make sure your hair is as smooth as you can get it. You do not want tangles because then I feel like it kind of just like messes up the wave. So I always make sure to fully brush out my hair. Another thing I like to have in my hair is like a heat protectant. I already sprayed one earlier, so I don't need to, but I would go ahead and put a heat protectant, especially because with the waver you're waving your whole hair, head of hair. Ooh, couldn't get that out. So make sure that you have a heat protectant in. I sometimes like to go in also like with a little bit of hairspray before I even style my hair, because that way I feel like it holds the wave just a little bit longer. Okay, and especially with the back of your head, make sure that's all smoothed out. Smooth out? Why did I say smoothed? I cannot talk today, excuse me. Okay, so hair is combed through, brushed through. Also, I've learned to work in sections. So I'm going to just show you guys an example first before I section off my hair of like just how easy it is to use. So I usually honestly, I grab a different amount of hair each time. No more than about an inch to a half inch worth of hair. Because I feel like when you grab different amount of hair, then the wave is a little bit different, which gives your hair just a little bit more texture. Like I don't like to have everything super uniformed. That's just me personally. So you're going to go ahead and unlock it, and then you're going to go ahead and start as close as you can to the root. Again, be careful. So you go ahead and just clamp it on. Now if you feel like you need a little bit more pressure, careful because it is hot up here, but you can go ahead and grab these rubber pieces, and I just go ahead and work in sections. If I feel like I just need a little bit more pressure, I use again the rubber base right here, and that's what my fingers are on. The rest of the waver is hot, so just be careful. As I'm doing this hair tutorial, it is a warm day here in San Diego, so I'm gonna like sweat through this. And then I personally do like to do the tips. I know some people don't like to, but I do like to give the tips just like a little judge. And there you go, you have a perfect wave. I feel like it gives like that very fresh like hair out of braid type of texture to the hair, which is what I really love. And it's just super easy to do. You can see that it took me about like, I don't know, maybe it took me less than like 30 seconds to do. So as I said, I like to work in sections because I do have a lot of hair. So I at least like to break my hair up into 2 to 4 sections. So I'm just gonna break it into 2 right now. And then again, I just take section of hair. So again, be careful by your ear. That's like my worst nightmare. I'm like looking at the viewfinder right now. Do not clamp onto your ear, God forbid. So you're gonna start as close as you can to the root, and I just bring it down about the width of this waver, which I would say is about like 2 inches. So I just bring my hair about that much down. You don't have to hold it. I mean, you can hold it for as long as you want. Well, obviously the longer you hold it, the deeper the wave, but that's why I like to kind of do different pieces. Like, again, sometimes I'll start, like, especially at the base, sometimes I do hold it a little bit longer because I feel like that's like, obviously, like, that goes flat first, and then the rest of the hair I just hold for a different amount of time. Again, I feel like that gives a different dimension to the hair, which adds a lot more volume and just a little bit more character to it. And then at the end I kind of just do it for a second just to give it a little clamp, and then there you go. As you can see, I am flying through my hair. It goes by so quick. Again, if you want just a little bit more pressure for that wave, that's when you use these rubber pieces to kind of like really squeeze down. But you do have enough pressure if you're just holding it to do that. Okay. And then there you go. So then I pull everything forward, and you can see obviously there is a big difference to both sides of what they look like. I am obsessed. And then I just flip to the other side. Again, you don't have to be like perfect with this. And again, it's so easy to touch up if you feel like just a section just looks like a little bit dull. You can just easily go back in with this waver to touch up any spots. What I love about the waver is I feel like my hair goes more like the distance with it. Like at first I feel like my hair doesn't get as oily as fast, which I have been enjoying. I think my hair just likes like that extra curl. I have no idea why my hair like doesn't get as oily when I do the waver. And then I feel like it just lasts like a while in my hair. Like when I have used this waver, I just have to like touch up my hair every so often, and then my hair is like just ready to go, which I think is really nice. Again, be so careful at the root. Just go. Once you get used to it, like I said, it is just so easy to use. So I'm going to show you, like right now, this is a lot of hair that I grabbed, and I feel like it's just like a little bit dull in this section. So I just go back in, and then I hold it a little bit longer, and then a little bit right there, and then I'm good. So that's how easy it is to touch up. Then what I like to do is I like to do a little bit of hairspray in between the sections. To the front again so you guys can see. So that's the texture that it gives to the hair. Like I said, really beachy, very mermaid vibes, which I love. And I'm going to grab this last section of hair. Again, just brush through it. Okay. So I like to work from the back. So what I do is I grab these back sections first. And I just pull them to the front like this, and then I get back to the root as close as I can. I will be honest, it does give off a lot of heat. I am like, my back is like drenched in sweat right now. I am so hot. Again, I'm doing this hair tutorial on one of the hottest days in San Diego. Sometimes I never learn. As you see, like that is just so quick. That's what I love about it. I feel like it's just as fast as using a curling iron. Obviously that's a completely different curl, but I just feel like that's how easy it is to use. It's like super beginner friendly. So this is a lot of hair that I grabbed, so I'm going to want to leave it a little bit longer just so it actually does the wave. I'm already almost done with this section of hair. I'm going to go this way. Even though I already waved this side, I'm just going to retouch it up because I brushed it out. What I try to be really careful on is the front layers. That's kind of has been like the learning curve, I felt like, of what's a little bit hard to do. The rest of the hair, I don't really care how the curl ends up, but the front pieces I do. So I kind of leave those out for me to really pay attention to. If you guys can see me sweating, again, these videos are shot during summer when it's hot, and I have a hot waver in my hands. So excuse me. Okay, so now we come to the front pieces. Now this is when I don't like to start at the base. I don't like the way like a curl ends up here, so I kind of maybe like 2 inches from my scalp, and I kind of just look at it. Oh yeah, actually that's perfect. I kind of do like the curl just start around the eye. So same thing, especially this area, because I have a lot of more like side bang on this area, I break this up into 2 sections. For this, I'll go ahead and go to the root because it's more back. And I feel like it'll give the front more texture. And then, so this is the one where I'm really careful. Ooh, trying to do this. Okay, kind of by my eye. And I don't hold these ones as long because I'm kind of trying to figure out where it lands. Let's see. Yeah, actually I can go a little bit higher, so just a little bit, or just hold it a little bit longer. Perfect. Oh, that was hot. Okay, so just so you know, it does get hot. Okay, God, I'm okay. And then you can see, I mean, I did that so quick. This video has been about 15 minutes unedited, so I know if I wasn't talking, I probably would get this done. I think I can get this done in like 8 minutes, like really quick. So again, just spray the hair. I feel like you don't even need like texture spray or anything because this just does the whole trick for you. Kind of just spray a little bit more pure just to give myself just a little bit more volume. And there you have it. And that is a tutorial on this waver. Like I said, it's super beginner friendly, super easy to use. I like that it has 3 different hair settings. I like the size of the barrels because I like the size of the wave. I feel like it gives you a lot of texture. Again, it gives you like that very mermaid beachy type of hair. And I feel like, especially for me, and I have straight hair, when I do this, my hair does last longer throughout the week. And like I said, it's just super easy to turn this on, kind of touch up like the pieces that you need to. You don't even have to touch up your whole head. And I just like it, just something different. I really like it. It kind of gives me like a little bit Hermione vibes from Harry Potter, but like in a really good way. I really like it. Down below, I'm going to go ahead and link the waver. It's on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon Prime. You can get it shipped to the house really quickly. And if there's anything else you guys want to see me review from this line, then let me know. Or another hair product you want to see me go over or show how to use it, let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe down below. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.